Hello there, I'd like to welcome you to the iLA pre-launch webinar. In this webinar, you're going to be learning how it is that you can profit from the exploding mobile application industry. So glad that you can be learning about iLA because I'll share something with you. iLA is actually the greatest viral phenomenon that's in the marketplace today. Now I know that might sound like an extreme statement, but the reason I say that is this. I'll give you some perspective. Would you agree that Facebook has been a viral phenomenon? Of course it has. Well, I'll tell you what. Facebook had a fantastic first month. In their first month, Facebook had 450 members. In comparison, iLA, before we even opened for our pre-launch on February 1st, we had a period where a person could pre-enroll for 30 days, and in those 30 days, we had over 40,000 people sign up. And the reason why that is this. You see, iLA, we've done something that no other mobile application has done. And what that is this. We've made it possible for the average individual to profit from the exploding mobile application industry. Now, when it comes to mobile applications, it's a fantastic exploding market. And unlike so many other markets, the mobile application industry actually showed up on the scene as a multi-billion-dollar industry. People love applications, and it's changing the way that we're doing everything. How it is that we communicate with one another, how it is that we access information. And that's why it is that as an industry, it showed up as a multi-billion-dollar industry. Just to give you an example, the very first year, in 2009, it actually showed up as a $4.2 billion industry. That's amazing. Most industries, they start out small as a child, and then if they're lucky, they become a billion-dollar industry, and if they're even more fortunate, they grow to be a multi-billion-dollar industry, but not so with the application industry. Like I say, they just showed up on the scene as a multi-billion-dollar industry. In 2010, it continued to explode. It became a $6.2 billion industry. In 2011, it became a $14 billion industry. Now, the numbers aren't out for 2012, but all industry experts agree that by the year 2015, it's going to be a $30 billion industry. And once again, by way of introduction, it's important that we let you know that iLA is different in this respect. iLA gives the average, everyday person an opportunity to profit from the exploding mobile app industry. It's an amazing development because historically, if you were to profit from the application industry, you had to know how to program applications. You had to know how to write code. But that's not the case with iLA. See, what we've done is this. We've taken three industries and we've brought them together in a way that's never been done before. First of all, there's the multi-billion-dollar mobile application industry. We've already talked about that. Then secondly, there's the multi-billion-dollar personal development industry. People spend literally billions of dollars a year on information that helps them achieve new levels in life, personal development information. What we've done is we've combined those two. We're taking it to the market with the multi-billion-dollar network marketing industry. Now, something that's never happened before is having all three of these come together, and that's exactly what's happened. We've brought them together in iLA. Now, in this presentation, you're going to learn everything about the app, actually what the application does, and then we're going to show you how it is that you can make money with the application. What you're looking at right here is the iPhone version of the application. We have a version that's compatible on all devices, and even if you don't have a mobile device, you can access all of the features of the application on a traditional web portal. Okay? Now what we're looking at right here is the home screen of the iPhone version. It's downloadable from the App Store, and on the home screen you'll have different icons down at the bottom that you can press to access all of the features of the app. Now here's the main function and the main feature of the app. What it does is this. iLA delivers a high quality, professionally produced personal development video to your iPhone or your mobile device weekly. These are videos that are specifically created exactly for this mobile application. We're very mindful with exactly how long these videos are. We know that research tells us that a person's attention span maxes out at about 9 minutes. So all of these videos will be thoughtfully crafted and created to be between 6 and 9 minutes long. These are going to be powerful videos on things like time management, goal setting, personal development, leadership development, business development, wealth building and wealth management, and there's going to be a lot more, but I'm going to tell you this is going to be good, practical information that's going to help you achieve new levels in life. Then we have another powerful feature of the app. It's called the Vault. Now, what we do is this. When a new video is released in a new week, the featured video from that week, it's placed in a video archive. We call it the Vault. As time goes on and there's new videos released every week, the Vault grows. It's a growing treasure of information that you can access. So at your convenience, you can do all kinds of exploring in the archive and really get practical information on how to achieve your goals, how to cultivate healthy relationships, how to reach new levels of success, and basically how to maximize your full potential in life. The Vault is powerful. Moving on in the app, we have a section called the News Blog. This is how it is that we stay informed with everybody. You can stay informed with up-to-the-minute news on what's happening with iLA, and you'll also get news of special video content that's been added straight to the Vault, because there's going to be some information we put right into the Vault. We'll bypass the weekly content. When we do that, you'll be notified of that. And then in addition to all that, we'll keep you up to date with promotional news, and also you'll have access to bonus inspirational articles. The key thing to know here is that whatever the content, whether it be articles, whether it be videos, whether it be MP3s, all of it is designed to help strengthen your life. Now, finally, we've got another feature that we've built into this that is a powerful feature. It's the share feature. What you can do with the share feature is this. You can grow your iLA business with sharing the application with other people. Now, when it comes to growing your iLA business, it's quite simply the most simple. It's the most easy to duplicate system that we've ever seen, because I'll tell you what, applications, they're easy to talk about. People like applications, and we've made this really simple for anybody to do. It's as simple as this. Listen, if you can push a button, then you can succeed with iLA. Because when you click the share feature, you can email someone information about iLA, and that message automatically has your link in it so other people can join. This is really very simple, it's very powerful, and it's really one of the reasons why iLA has become so viral. It's so simple to share. And you know what? The reality is that people love iLA because at the end of the day, when they experience iLA, they're inspired, they get encouraged, they get motivated. They feel great, and along with all of that, people love the application because they get to make money with the application. Now again, I know that we've said that a couple of times, but you know what? It can't be overemphasized enough, because the reality of the matter is, once again, it is the only app in the world that really does allow the average person to make money from the exploding app industry. Now, when it comes to getting started, we've made it achievable for everybody. It's simply $9.95 a month. And as you may be aware, there's a lot of businesses that cost quite a bit to get started. There's a lot of home businesses that may cost $100, $200, $500 or more to get started. So when it comes to the initial investment, you might wonder how much it costs to get started. You know what? There's no initial investment. It's simply $9.95 a month. Just that simple. Now, here's why it is that iLA's gone viral. First of all, like I just mentioned, you know what? There is no barrier to entry. We've made it possible for anybody to get started. $9.95, that's 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks, right? That being the case, you know what? There isn't any risk at all. $9.95 is not a risk. If that's a risk in someone's mind, it's important to let you know we even have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So there's no risk involved. In addition to that, as you've seen, it's simple to share. Anybody can share it, and anybody can succeed with the business. Now, there's another powerful feature that I'm going to let you know about that we haven't mentioned, and what that is this. Listen, there are no catches. There are no requirements to getting paid. What do I mean by that? You know, with a lot of businesses, you have to achieve certain management levels to get paid on your organization. But that's not the case with iLA. If you're an active associate, then you're automatically qualified to get paid on all of your organization. You don't have any mandatory monthly limits, and you don't have to achieve any certain management levels. You're just simply automatically qualified. Now, when it comes to getting paid with iLA, when it comes to making money with this, our compensation plan, it's a very simple compensation plan. It's called a 3x7 matrix. You know, there's a lot of compensation plans that I've seen that get pretty complex. Well, you know what? Good news for you. One of the things that people really appreciate about this compensation plan is the simplicity of it. And before I explain it to you, you may see at the bottom of the screen some very small words, and I don't know if you can read that or not. I want to let you know what? We're not hiding that. In fact, I'm going to read it to you because it's important to let you know that when we tell you about the money that you can make with iLA, that we don't want to paint some kind of a pie-in-the-sky picture here. Let me read this to you. It says, this illustration, it's for educational purposes. It's not intended to serve as a guarantee of income. Success in this system, it requires work, dedication, skills. Some are going to earn less while others are going to earn more. Okay? It's very simple. But I'll tell you what, one of the refreshing things about this is the simplicity of it and the fact that anybody can do it. A 3x7 matrix simply means this. You can only have 3 people direct to you. If you refer a 4th person or a 5th person, they're automatically placed in those people's organization. There's nowhere else for them to go. They need to be placed there. You know what? This goes the other way too. People that are above you, there can be a lot of activity going on above you. And the reality of the matter is that people can be placed in your organization and you can benefit from the efforts of the entire group. So that when people are in your organization, whether or not you put them there or not, you're going to get paid a portion of their $9.95. Now, what you're looking at right here, you've got 12 people there. Good news. If you've got 12 people in your organization, whether or not you put them there or not, you've got enough people in your group to have the application for free. So what we tell people is this. We tell people to keep it simple. Hey, get 3, teach 3, the app is free. It's very simple. One of the powerful things about that is this. Let me ask you something. If someone has the application for free, if they're not paying anything for it at all, is anybody ever going to quit? Absolutely not. That does fantastic things for retention. The retention that we have with it will be amazing because after just 12 people, the application is free. Now, from that point on, if you have other people in your organization, as more people are added to your organization, it's just extra money that you make. That's how it is that you make money with this. This 3x7 matrix goes down 7 levels. And here's what happens when your matrix is filled up. You're going to make an extra $2,511 a month. Now, we really like that number because it's not some kind of a pie-in-the-sky number. You'll never have anybody from iLA telling you, hey, come on board and within 60 or 90 days you're going to be making $10,000 and you're going to be driving an expensive car. You know what? Listen, you're not going to hear anybody say that here, but what we really like is this. We know that an extra $2,500 a month is really helpful for the majority of homes in the world today. Now, it is possible to make more with it, and I'm going to show you how to do that, but we like to show people this part right here because it's really achievable for anyone to do. And you know what? Quite frankly, what you're looking at right here, what I just explained to you, is really quite neat and orderly. The reality of the matter is that it could look a little bit different. I'm going to try to paint you a picture here and show you what you could see. Let's take, for example, if 3 people are in your group, whether or not you put them there or not, and then other people end up on your second level, well, here's what can happen. See that last person that showed up right there? It's possible that that person could immediately enroll a lot of people, and then if that happens, his matrix is his own matrix. So his matrix, it could fill up really quick. But if anybody comes in your organization, if it comes from above, if the activity is from above, then the software automatically fills everything out in order from left to right. But it is possible for someone to show up somewhere and have a lot of activity quick, so you see activity in just one part of your matrix. But here's what we're looking at. Over a period of time, when your matrix fills up, that's how it is that you make $2,500 a month. And in addition to that, you can also have customers because it's possible to be a customer without being an associate. Guess what? You get paid the same on customers that you do on associates. And there's no limit on how many customers that you can have. There's no limit on how much you can earn. Now, I just said that again. I said it's possible to make more. Let me show you exactly how we do that. We have incentives for referrals. What does that mean? If you directly refer people, you can definitely make more. And how that looks is this. If you directly refer 3 people, and folks, I gotta tell you, it's very simple. Anyone can refer 3 people if they put some effort into it and push that button on their phone. If you refer 3 people, you become a managing associate. Here's what happens. You get a 10% bonus match of those people's matrix commissions. Here's what that looks like. If you've got 3 people and if they've got a filled up matrix, they're making $2,500 a month. Here's what happens. 10% of that is $250, right? So if you've got 3 people with a filled up matrix, you would make an extra $750 a month. Then the next step is if you can refer 6 people. Again, very simple to do. If you can refer 6 people, you become a senior associate. It's at that point that your matching bonus is doubled. You get a 20% bonus match of their matrix commissions. Now again, if you've got 6 people, if they're making $2,500 a month, 20% of that is $500. If you've got 6 people with that, you're going to make an extra $3,000 a month. Now it's important I should share something with you. Those 6 people, it doesn't matter how filled up your matrix is. If those 6 people end up on your 5th or your 6th level, it doesn't matter where they're at. The software knows that it's your referral. They signed up on your site, okay? The software takes care of where they go in your matrix, so you don't have to be concerned about that. Now the next step is referring 10 people. If you directly refer 10 people, you become an executive associate, and you get a 40% bonus match of their matrix commissions. Now that is very powerful. If you've got 10 people, if they're making $2,500 a month, 40% of that is $1,000. And if you've got 10 people with filled up matrices, you'll be making an extra $10,000 a month on top of your $2,500 a month. Let me tell you something powerful. We're in pre-launch right now. Right now is the time to get started with this, because right now people's matrices are filling up faster than ever. We're in pre-launch. It's at the beginning. It's a coveted time in a company like this. Now I should clarify something else with you. Listen, a person doesn't have to have a filled up matrix to get a 40% bonus match. If they're making $100, you'll make 40% of that. If they're making $300, you'll get 40% of that. But I'm just using this for illustration purposes. Another thing I'll let you know what? You don't have to stop at 10. We've got people that have brought on literally 50, 100, 150, or even 200 people and more within a week. Folks, I got to tell you, the income potential with this is tremendous. When it comes to participating in the Matrix referral program, like I said, it's not complicated. There are no hoops to jump through. You only need to be an active associate. If you're an active associate, you're automatically qualified to earn on your organization. There's 2 different ways to become an active associate. Number 1, join iLA as an associate, $9.95. You're all set. You're an active associate. But in addition to that, there's a second way a person can become an active associate. If for one reason or another a person does not have $9.95, you can get started and you can obtain 2 retail customers for $6.95, and you're automatically an active associate. Pretty simple. So once again, there's 0 barrier to entry for anybody. Now when it comes to getting started, we've got 3 different enrollment options. The first option is a free enrollment. A person can actually get the app for free. It's a free option. If a person gets started for free, they enjoy the weekly iLA video content. They get to take in that video once a week. But you know what? It's got some limitations. They don't have access to the iLA archive. Also, they don't get a website. They're free enrollment. There's no website. Also, there's no ability to earn from the Matrix referral program. That's the free enrollment. Now secondly, a person can become a retail customer. They can enjoy the application simply as a customer. It's $6.95. Now, for $6.95 a month, the person has access to the iLA video content, and they also get access to the iLA archive. Okay? But again, there's some limitations. There isn't any website. They're a customer. They don't need a website. Also, they don't have the ability to earn from the Matrix referral program. That's the retail customer option. Then third and finally, you can become an iLA associate for $9.95 a month, like we mentioned. Now, as an iLA associate, here's what you get. You get to enjoy all the weekly iLA video content. In addition to that, you have full access to the iLA archive. You also get a website for referring other associates and other customers to iLA. That's real powerful. You know, there's a lot of companies out there, they charge more than $9.95 for a website. Well, you get all of it. And in addition to that, you get the ability to earn from the Matrix referral program because you're automatically an active associate. Okay? Now, there's something else that's important to share with you. For $9.95 a month, you own your own business. You're an independent business owner. Now, that being the case, you get all the tax advantages of owning your own business. And if you're familiar with all the tax advantages you get for owning your own business, that in and of itself makes it an amazing value. Now there's another aspect to this business that's really important that I share with you, and what that is this. Your business, once it builds, listen, it's both willable and sellable. If you die, you can pass it on to a loved one. We love being able to share that with people. So you build it once and it's all set, and it's going to be there for you in the future. Now, I'll tell you what, when it comes to getting started, like I say, one of the things that we like to do here is we like to keep everything simple. Here's what you do. You just get back to the person who pointed you towards this webinar, get a hold of their website. Here's what you do. You just click on the join button and you fill out the information, and when you do that and submit it, you'll have a website immediately. You can download the app, start enjoying the application, and you'll have a website to share with other people. And in addition to that, you simply invite people to this webinar and have them take a look at who we are and what it is that we're doing. Folks, if you do those things, your business is going to start to grow with iLA, and it is going to make a positive impact in your life, both financially and helping encourage you to reach new levels in life with personal development. Thanks so much for your time. Remember to believe for great things, and have a great day.